We now return to Let's Play Fallout 2. Finally, huh? Triumphant return to the toxic caves. Alright. Now, I can only imagine this is going to be hell trying to get these guys through here unscathed. Just their pathfinding, everything about this is just going to be a goddamn mess. Bloodstains are here. See one there and one there. Now, did we not determine that this pathway is the better way? It kind of would seem... I don't know, I guess if I had had the motion sensor with me. Kind of would seem that I've taken out most of what's in here already. Hey, free belt. Only imagine what this is going to be like. It would help if you didn't go back and forth in that puddleless shit there. That would be really good. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, we needed an electronic lockpick for this. We need to get the generator working. Did we not? Yeah, it's just been so long, or what? Marcus, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, starts up. Appears to be locked. Electronic lockpick. Definitely pick the lock. Oh, there's shit down here. Oh.
What you be needin'?
Why don't you give me a few of those? Might need these here in a minute. Speaking of,
What
I
you
think,
be
oh no, he's got it, okay. I just don't see him holding the pistol. So. Alright. Can we talk to this guy? I see. This might be a little hard. You're fucking kidding me. Holy shit, dude, that does not fucking help. Jesus, and that was it. Wow. That was painful. 140. Okay, of course we've got this wonderful goddamn confined area. That is not what I want. So it is impossible. Okay, you could probably stand a heal there. So is it just... I guess it's my throwing weapons that I am just doing so terribly with.
What you be need?
Okay.
What you be needing?
You could use a stim or two. Alright, now if you guys would like to maybe, I don't know, get out of the fucking way so I can go loot that thing, that'd be great. I guess we'll be doing this first. Very nice. I could use some of that ammo. Okay. Well, I mean... plasma pistol. I think maybe that's a cat weapon right there. The Bozar and Mark II combat armor. Son of a bitch. Marcus. Well, actually, Marcus is no longer my mule, is he?
What do you want?
How much capacity do you... 50 pounds, that could be a lot of stuff. Except with you having this, it confuses you. But I can't do that. Good enough. Ultimate refinement of the sniper's art. Although somewhat finicky and prone to jamming, if not scrupulously clean, big weapon's accuracy more than makes up for the extra maintenance. So it's a sniper rifle, but it says it's a big weapon. We might swap that out with whatever he's got. if he can have it. I'll have to look up the stats on that weapon. Dead. He looks dead. I guess the generators are only good enough to power the elevator and the security system. Which is that robot. All this other stuff is gone. Alright, freebies. Okay, well. I don't know that that was necessarily worth it, but boy, had I been able to come in here earlier, at the very beginning of the game, get my hands on these weapons, be quite the thing. Marcus, don't go anywhere. Alright. Well, well, well. I guess I can go through the middle. I think we're gonna get toxic poisoning here. Now let's just go around the outside. I don't want these jackasses getting caught up, standing in a puddle of goo, and then all this toxic crap happens, so... My boots are still good. The fact that no one else is taking damage seems to imply that their boots are still good, too. Out for Mark II armor. Okay. Yeah, like this is. Let me just look here. Put your weapon away. Trade it to me. Actually, there's one in the trunk. I think I could have. Nope. That's not what I want. Okay. Well, I mean, significantly better. Range, not so much. So it's not the ultimate sniper rifle. It's more just a rifle with some punch. Lots of ammo, though. Well, okay. I mean, that's not a big gun, is it? I don't think so. Lucky for me, it takes the same kind of ammo. And all these boots now, I don't think I need them anymore. Well, I mean, I don't know that. There might be an area later in the game yet. He cannot have it. What a pity. Of this ammo. That was your ammo situation? Okay. So I guess maybe it does count as a big gun. So maybe I don't know. I'll look. I have no idea who could use that. But yeah, we can probably stash the boots. Well, but anyway, off we go now. It's only been like a month since we got the call to come back.
Chosen, the shadow of darkness arrived before you.
What happened?
Dark souls came. They took everyone.
Dark Souls? What do you mean?
A rush of wind came. On it were great dragonflies that spat flame. Evil men crawled from the beasts' bellies and brought death to our warriors.
Our warriors couldn't stop them.
The spirit was willing, but the spearheads were weak. The evil ones burned our warriors with the lights of hell.
They killed everyone.
All were dead or taken. My spirit returned to flesh only to reveal the truth to the chosen.
What happened to the ones taken?
A strange mist stole their minds and sent them to the land of sleep. The evil ones walked among the dreamers, yet did not dream.
And then?
The beasts swallowed all, then took to the winds.
Which way were the winds that they followed going?
Did you never listen when I taught you the yearly dance of the wind spirits? South, of course.
Oh, those winds, of course. Your descriptions were so vivid and powerful, great Hakunin, that I was often stricken senseless for the duration of your lessons.
Yes, they traveled the wind south. I overheard the dark soul speaking. They planned to rest their beasts at a place named Navarro before crossing the great basin of our Earth Mother's tears.
Basin of Tears.
An ocean of tears cried by a mother for her children.
Oh, the ocean. What shall I do?
For me, nothing. Chosen, you must seek the fold of the Dark Ones and rescue our people.
I'll try.
You are the chosen. You must do.
Hakunin? He's dead. Just says he's weeds. The remains of Hakunin. Remains of the villagers. Can't get over there. Village is lost. Alright. So, this happens no matter what you do. Because it triggers the whole thing as soon as you walk out with the Gek. So this is meant to happen. But at any point I could have come back and we could have planted seeds and done whatever. But it's too late now. So we have other places to be. Let me check our fuel supply here. Plenty, plenty. Alright. So there's a safe house up here. I guess we could check it out on our way down to the slaver camp. Gotta clear that out. And then the Umber tribe is Sulik's home, so let's see what we got out here. It's nighttime. Again. No, but I do happen to know where the slavers are. Can I go in here? Because after all, share and share alike with your fellow rangers, right? Go Fallout Rangers. Cuts. I mean, there's money in that. I've got so many of those out. I guess now would be the time for this. Why not? I think those are the only ones I've got left. That one's just for sale. So let's get some reading in. I learned nothing new. Okay. Well, so much for that. Must be... Okay. Oh then. I'll have to remember that. So we got this Gek. Guess we don't need that in inventory anymore. You cannot get there. So you're standing from the door. Alright. To the slaver camp. Shit, Rangers. Time to kick ass. There is a pin. Okay. Well. Oh boy. It's again too far away. Vic was hit for 77 points. Dude. It's not a great start for him. Thanks. Fuck. Or me, now that you look at it. I took a pretty big hit there too. Jesus Christ. I guess I can get that guy to come my way. Guess. Can't shoot that far. Dude! Fucking Marcus. Jesus Christ. What a worthless fucking NPC. I honestly regret bringing him along. Like, just at all. In the entire game, he has been so fucking worthless. He spends most of his time wandering around, just aimlessly fucking trying to punch shit. He never uses his weapon. And when he does, stuff like that happens. Like, just absolutely fucking worthless. We give them a command to scatter? Apparently not. Alright. I'm gonna push you out of the fucking way. Push you out of the fucking way. Not towards him, you idiot! Like... Now, of all times, because I told him, choose your own target, now he's not going to charge in there and actually be of a range where he can be effective. Because, you know, why would he be, right?
What do you want?
Fucking hate you, Marcus. Never should have picked him up. Doesn't work. Of course it doesn't. Why the fuck would it work? At least get you over and out of the way of this guy. Or just fucking walk right into the way of whatever, you know? All of you. All of you bastards, why not? Easily the best gun in the game. Like, just hands down. There's no more consistent weapon than this gun. Alright, get the fuck over here because now I need to change you.
What do you want?
I don't know, I feel like ranged and melee was working earlier. I don't know what to do with you, Marcus. No combination of any of that seems to work. No combination of commands does well for me. Keyring, okay. Hey, necklace. Take a Molotov, why not? That. I mean, a grenade probably would have been really actually pretty useful at that point. I don't want you to pick it up, I want you to use the damn thing. I mean, that's kind of expensive. We'll take that. More booze on the ground. Sulik. She catches herself. Oh, Sulik! She catches herself and begins to whisper. The spirits be teasing, or is that really you, brother? No. Me? No, I'm the chosen one. You must be thinking of old Bone Nose here. Sulik rushes to the gate door and clasps the outstretched hands of his sister. You turn away to give some privacy to their emotional reunion. Moments later, a twig snaps out outside the building. Sulik lets go of his sister and reaches for his weapon. As he glances at the door... no more sounds come from outside. Sulik's sister turns to you. Bone spirits say you be leading Sulik. Name's Kurisu. But now, not the time for proper greeting. Please, you needin' to get us out of the cage and away from the wicked men ruled by spirits of lust. She sneers and spits in the dirt. Filthy dogs will not be laying hands on us again. Upon hearing this, Sulik's eyes widen as his face contorts with rage. He reaches for his weapon. Hold on there, Sulik. We're outnumbered. I got the key to this door. Let's keep it quiet and we'll sneak our way through here. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Lock and load, buddy. They're all dead anyhow. Would you open the door now, please? You think these might actually be pieces of petrified wood? Is it safe yet? You sent the slavers to the spirits? Not yet. We'll be back. Okay, I guess we gotta clear them out first. And where are these two over here? This could be dangerous. Potentially blasting through there and killing the slaves behind them. That's it. Slaver was killed. Oh, alright. Probably just an outhouse, but we'll check it. trying to get that one. I'm trying to open the gate. Appears to be locked. Of course it does. You unlock the gate with the key. Okay, well, you know, you're welcome. Okay, it's safe. We can go to your village now. Praise the spirits. Please unlock this door. We're eager to go from this evil place. Don't worry, I got a key. Put the key in the lock and unlock the gate. It screeches as it opens. You turn to Kirisu. Right, stay close and keep your head down. To the other slaves, keep quiet and head for the woods. Well, we left the car there. Praise the spirits. We be home at last. Thank you so much, friend. You're welcome. How exactly were you captured? Was trading in a nearby village. Slavers came. Much bloodshed and chaos. Then everything go dark. Awoke in packed cage reeking of shit. Soon moved to smaller cage with ones they like to be keeping. Peeped many slaves come and go. Sad to see people be treated like cattle. Yeah, slavery is certainly a horrible thing. Sorry you had to go through that, Kurisu. So, what are you going to do now? Slavers hurt me, but I far from broken. The spirits guided you to ensure my freedom. Clearly the spirits be planning something big for me. Spirits got big plans for you, too, and Brother Sulik. He'll be much missed, but the spirits say his place is walking by and by with you. Hell, even Grampy Bone like you. So I know Sulik is in good hands. You take care. Well, thank you. Do you have anything to trade? No. We and I go speak with our friends again before heading out. Okay. You do that, Sulik.
We do some buys and catch you up on the road out.
Sure. Okay, now, thing I read about his sister is that, one, she got taken out of the original, or was not in there to begin with, whatever. But she is apparently a character, was intended to be a character in what got named Fallout Van Buren, which was going to be Fallout 3, I guess. So she has no, no development here, I guess, but later she has actual connection to a later game. Anyway, let me get a drink. Right, okay. So we got some quests here. Guardian of the Tribe. Heard about the good deeds you've been doing, friend. Go on in and peep the big man. He'll be waiting for you. Thanks. An ancient-looking tribal. I guess we gotta open the curtains. The old man smokes his pipe and watches you with dull gray eyes that seem to bore into your soul. He motions for you to sit across from him in the smoke-filled tent. Thank you for bringing Kurisu back to the village. He takes a long hit off his pipe. The spirits, they have much to say about you. Much indeed. Tell me, is there something you need? I mean, on a quest for the Holy Gek, do you know anything about this? The Holy Gek, he takes a long hit off his pipe. There's a creature that we sometimes hunt. Sometimes it hunts us. A gecko. I sense that's not what you seek. I'm afraid your Holy Gek is beyond my ken, alright? Is there anything else that needs to be done around here? Thank you, child, but I am content. Perhaps others not, so ask around the village. Alright? Thanks. It's maddeningly unhelpful. Be funny if that is, just like his chamber pot that I'm just digging my hands into. What do you got in here? I wouldn't touch that. Help. Guess we can talk to her again. Thank you again, friend. Okay. A warrior. This sun-bronzed giant looks as if his corded muscles were carved out of granite. Beneath a mane of black hair, his smoldering blue eyes pierce into you. I'm Crom, head warrior of this tribe. Who are you, and what brings you here? I'm Gaz Jr., and I'm on a holy quest to save my village, Arroyo, from certain destruction. It's a little bit late, but let's not talk about that. Arroyo, yes, one of the northern tribes. What of this certain destruction you speak of? Your village is well fortified by a large canyon, is it not? Surely you can defend against enemy tribes or raiders. It's not an outside force that threatens us. Well, it kind of is now. My tribe is dying from within. We've suffered a terrible drought, and it seems my village is doomed to wither and die unless I can find the Holy Gek in time. Garden of Eden creation kit. I've read of them in the old texts, have you? It's unfortunate that your tribe has fallen on hard times, but it's foolish to place all your hope on finding some magical artifact from before the Great Silence. I happen to have it, actually. It's in my bag right here. Are you sure your tribe didn't send you on a fool's errand simply to be rid of you? Of course not. I successfully conquered the Temple of Trials and earned the highly respectable title of Chosen One. That's why I've been given this quest, because I've proved myself to be the most qualified. Now, what have you read of the Gek? He dismissively shrugs his shoulders. Just another of the Old One's lazy scientific baubles, meant to replace the tried and true method of man toiling against the unforgiving earth, forging his own existence through sweat and blood. But if you truly believe such a device is your only hope, then I suggest you seek out the Old One's underground vaults. I've traveled far and wide, but I've never found one myself. But then I wasn't exactly looking. My village elder is certain that finding the Gek is the best chance we've got. That's what I've been tasked with, so that's what I intend to do. Anyway, thanks for the tip. For a vault, you say? Well, that's great advice. Yeah, okay. You're a stubborn one. By the gods, I think I could get to like you. He grins and slaps you on the back with a hand that seems capable of crushing boulders. While you're here, perhaps you could assist us with a thing or two. What do you say? Sure. I suppose I could help you out a bit before I go. What would you like me to do? He looks you over, seeming to consider something for a moment. I'm to meet with one of them damn civilized traders soon, a pudgy, one-eyed dog of a man, who I trust about as much as a starving rad scorpion. He's not wronged us yet, but I've got a feeling about our next meeting. Why's that? When last we spoke, he boasted he'd bring me something truly miraculous, and that I'd be wise to haul all the golden gecko hides I could carry to the meet. I don't know what his miracle item is, but it's likely some civilized trinket that he'll hope I'll be ignorant of enough to pay for more than it's worth. That's why I'd like you to make a trade. That's why I'd like you to make the trade. Why me? Because you're my kin, a fellow tribal as they call us, yet I can tell you've had recent experience with the civilized world. If he tries to pull something, he'd be more likely to spot it than me. Besides, I've got a good feeling about you, and I've learned to trust my instincts. Alright, let's do this. As you and Crom approach the meeting site, you're greeted by a chubby merchant with an eye patch and a small entourage of bodyguards. Though the merchant is sweating profusely, he appears downright cheerful. After the merchant gives Crom an enthusiastic greeting, he turns to you and looks you over. Though his grin never falters, his probing eye betrays a hint of suspicion. So Crom here says I'm to do business with you today. He shrugs. Folks call me One-Eyed Roy, but I can't for the life of me figure out why. He laughs heartily at his joke. What's your name, friend? I'm Gaz Jr. of Arroyo. A true pleasure to meet you, Gaz Jr. If you don't mind me saying, you're a bit of an odd sort for a tribal. Not your average tribal. I'm in fact the chosen one. I don't know what you mean. I'm just your average Joe. Oh, because of what I'm wearing? You see, I'm trying to set a new tribal fashion trend. I'm tired of the same old Brahmin hide pants with a strap across the chest. The look is so 2240. I mean, we could just straight up attack him. I mean, I don't know. If we talk to him, or is he going to be more amiable? I don't want to be... Yeah, whatever. Sure, fine. Whatever you say, friend. Hey, now let's get down to business, shall we? Have you ever heard of a little item called a stim pack? As he dramatically speaks the last word, he produces a stim pack from his coat pocket and holds it up like a wondrous artifact. Oh yeah, actually, they're pretty common. In fact, I've got about 100 of them in my own pockets. Of course, in fact, I hoard the things. Hell, I'm practically a stim pack junkie. I mean, yeah, I do hoard the things, actually. His eyes momentarily hardens, but he quickly regains his composure and looks at Crom. You see, these little guys contain magical healing powers that will astound and amaze you. course, words mean nothing without proof, so allow me to show you the wonders of the stim pack in action. I already know how they work. I've used them plenty myself. Ignoring your comment, he grins at Crom, then turns to one of his bodyguards. Warren, come give me your hand. The guard frowns, but does as he's told. Roy quickly takes out a knife and slashes it across the top of Warren's arm. Warren winces with pain, but does not cry out. As you can see, Warren's got quite a nasty gash here. I assure you, friends, the cut and Warren's pain are quite genuine. You can see this is no trick of blade. He hands the knife to Crom, who hardly glances at it before nodding and handing it back. But now look. He injects the stim pack into Warren's arm. Almost instantly, the bleeding stops. Roy uses a dirty rag to mop away most of the blood, revealing a gash that's nearly healed. Now just imagine the advantage having stim packs would give you over rival tribes. And unlike that healing powder you fellas like to brew up, the stim pack does not cause drowsiness. In fact, this little wonder is completely without side effects. But I know what you're thinking. They must cost a fortune, right? Wrong, because I like you. I'm practically giving them away for nothing. Practically giving them away. How much you asking? I'll give you this entire crate full of them. That's 50 stim packs, and all I ask in return is a measly 20 golden gecko pelts. Just can't beat a deal like that. So, golden gecko pelt goes for 125. Stim packs are, well, they're more than that. So that is a good deal. It's a good deal, all right. Too good. What's the catch? No catch, my friend. I simply already have all the stim packs I need, so I'm offloading my excess supply. Golden pelts, on the other hand, I could never have enough of those. Sure, 50 stim packs are worth far more than a mere 20 golden gecko pelts, but I'm being realistic. I can't expect your tribes, killed hunters though I'm sure you are, to have 100 golden gecko hides lying around, so I'm making a more reasonable offer. That's why it's such a good deal. Before we agree to anything, I'd like to have a look at the rest of the goods. His eye narrows slightly, then he grins. Of course, they're in this crate next to me. After giving the crate a brief look over, you determine that there's about 50 stim packs in it, just like the merchant said. Examine them further. Upon closer inspection, these stim packs look a bit odd to you. You take one and squirt a little of its fluid into your palm. Upon sniffing the crimson liquid, you realize what it truly is: Brahmin blood. Alright, if you're done messing around, let's get this show on the road. I'm a busy man. Busy guy, huh? You're also a liar and a cheat. Those stim packs are fake. They're nothing but hypodermics full of Brahmin blood. You were trying to rip this tribe off. What? That's impossible. You saw the demonstration. They work fine. I'm not going to stand here and let you try to ruin my good name. I'm sure the stim pack you used during the demonstration was real, but I'd like to see you try it again using one of the stim packs in that crate. He sneers. All right, fine. If you say they're fake, then maybe they are. How should I know? I didn't make the fucking things. I bought them. So I'm the one that was ripped off here, not you. Now, since there's no deal, I'm not going to waste my time here any longer. Does he have anything else? He might, though, if I kill him. But we'll just let them leave. If I ever see that cheating dog again, I'll take great pleasure in cleaving his ugly skull. However, you did well in spotting his deceit. I see I made a wise choice in trusting you. You're welcome to stay among us and treat our tribe as your own. However, I may call on your aid again in the future. Thanks for your help. Yeah, no problem. 600 experience points. Great warrior nods a greeting as you approach. Welcome back, friend. You need something? I was wondering if I could ask you a couple questions. You look like you've been through a lot. I was wondering what your story is. Yes, I suppose I've been through a lot. I come from a tribe far to the north. When I was 15, we were attacked by savages. I awoke that day as a boy, but by the time the sun set on that grim scene, I had slayed my way to manhood. Every man, woman, and child was dead except for me. But what's life without a battle and strife? It either breaks a man, or it forges him into steel. I wear my scars with pride. So what'd you do then? I piled the bodies and watched them burn into the night, then gathered what I could and went wandering. Spent time with various tribes, fought many battles, spent a little time among the civilized men, but I tired of them quickly. Too many honorless dogs hiding behind their guns. I'd rather enjoy a good battle of flesh and steel. I'm not a complicated man. Give me battles and feasts, wine and women. What else matters in this grim world? How'd you end up here? I came here a couple years ago. This tribe took me in and treated me well. They offered to make me their head warrior, which I obviously accepted. I've enjoyed it here, next to the great salt water. But I feel the wanderlust growing within me. Someday soon, I believe I'll move on and see what the gods have in store for me next. Thank you for this story. Could I ask you something else? What could you tell me about this village? Let's see, most members of this village actually hail from 3 smaller tribes that decided to unite many years ago in order to keep them from dying off. It creates an interesting mix of customs and dialects. More importantly, it creates a mix of women. Beyond that, there's not much to say. It's a simple village where we struggle to forge a simple existence, alright? Is there anything going on here I could help you with? Actually, Marley looks like he's having some trouble with the well. If you feel like helping, maybe you could go and see what his problem is. Alright. Anything else? That's strange. I seem to have forgot what I was going to ask you. Any bartering? No. Tribal. I guess that's Marley over there, huh? Just talk to all the tribals. Welcome, warrior. Chamber pot. Spirits accept you as one of us. Well, I would hope so. Fish. Young man dressed in rags. He appears deep in thought. Upon noticing you, he does a startled jump, then quickly regains his composure. Yes, Outworld? What do you mean, Outworlder? We're tribals. If you come seeking spiritual guidance, I'm afraid I'm not up to it at the moment. Perhaps some other time. It would seem like something's troubling you. Is there anything I could help with? Contemplates for a moment, then sighs. This is rather embarrassing to admit, but you see, I've never actually believed in spirits, the afterlife, any of it. I know what you're thinking. What good is a shaman that doesn't believe? It's just that, well, it was either this or I take up a spear and hunt geckos with the warriors. Do I look like a warrior to you? Wait, don't answer that. If you don't believe, then how do you tend to the spiritual needs of the village? Well, up until just recently, I was merely the underling of the village shaman. That was easy. I just had to follow his lead. Then he went for a drunken midnight swim in the great salt water, and, well, I suddenly found myself promoted. I didn't think it would be so bad. I figured I could just spout off some mystical mumbo-jumbo and everyone would be happy, but no. The very day that I acquired the title of shaman, I find myself dealing with something that's way over my head. What happened? There's an actual lost spirit roaming the woods just south of the village. It's true, I've seen her with my own eyes. A pretty girl with the blank look of the dead. The sight chilled me to the very core. The moment I saw her, I pissed myself and ran as fast as I could. The others expect me to go back and guide her into the mists, but how can I? I'm too petrified to go near her again. So what could I do to help? You could go to her. Try to figure out why she lingers in the mortal realm. She appears in the woods to the south at night. If you could find out anything that could help me, I'd greatly appreciate it. Alright, I'll look into it. Whoops. That's not what I want to do. There. I don't really need your fish, but I'll take that as prepayment. Oh my, it's been an hour. Okay, well, there's more to do here, it would seem. Yeah. So I guess I'll end this one here, and we'll pick this up next time.